I've had a couple people ask me how I make my noodles to catch catfish. That's what it looks like when it's finished. And what you hear is ball bearings inside. That's the counterweight that makes it stand up. I start off with a piece of PVC pipe is 3/4 inches. That's how big around it is. I'll glue on a cap end on one end, and I'll take a pull noodle, different colors of the different depths I put them at. This one will be an 8-foot noodle, and it'll be this color blue. I just slide it on there. It's about, the noodle I cut is about 1 foot long. And once I get the noodle on, I'll take little ball bearing, a lead shot, or just anything to counterweight. I put about eight of these little balls inside of it. But some people use little pieces of rebar. It slides in there the same way. Or I got a friend that does a lot of metal detecting. And he's got a whole bucket full of pennies, so he slides in probably 30 or 40 pennies. Once you get them weights in there, you take the PVC glue. It's just plain old PVC all-purpose glue. Swirl it around on the outside of it, or inside, and put it on here. You turn it so it gets glue all over it. Once it sets up, it'll be watertight. And here, ball bearings in there. Once I do that, I'll take the drill bit, and right in the center, I'll drill me a hole. And in that little hole right there is where I'll put me an eye. That little eye is one of these. Yeah, that's what I tie my string on to. Don't make your hole real big so it wallows it out too quick. Make a little bitty hole. Screw it in until she gets tight. Once I get it tight, that's good enough. And that's when I'll take my nylon. You gotta measure them pretty accurate. This, like I said, this is gonna be 8 foot. So I'll measure my nylon, it'll be 7 foot. I'll string it out. My wingspan is right at 6 foot. That's how tall I am, so that's how wide my wingspan is. So I add a foot to it, so that makes it 7. I'll put that on that eye, just put it in there. I use what they call a trilene knot. Put it through the eye. You'll twirl it around your other line about 4 times. Then you'll feed it right back through the hole, right there, and back through this hole it made, like that. Once you get that, just pull her down tight. That'll hold a big old fish. My heavy line on my noodles, that's a 100-pound test line. And the monofilament, I'll use 20-pound test line. I put the leader on it because when they get hung up, it's easier to break that 20-pound than it is that 100-pound. The next thing I do on my nylon, I put this 3/4 inch weight on it. You know, in the past, I've tried not using sinkers on them, but that sinker seemed like it helps to hold them where you put them. Because these things sit on top of the water, and when it's windy, they'll blow everywhere. And you'll lose a bunch of them if you ain't careful. But when you got more weight on them, it just holds them in position a whole lot better. So add a little weight to them, okay? Then I'll put me a swivel. And I put the 20-pound monofilament on it with a 2/0 hook, circle hook. That way it does a good job on catching all size fish. I've held 50-pound catfish on that hook right there. So it does a good job. Once you get them all tied up, I always do them this way. I go pull it tight and start wrapping it. And once I get it wrapped down to the monofilament, then I go around the noodle with it, all the way to the end. When I get to the end of it, is when I hook it right there. And that holds it real good. That way they don't get all tangled up. And I throw them in a totes like this one, throw them in there like that, stand them all up. But one of the main things you got to do is take your Sharpie and put your information on them. You write your name, whatever your state requires. Each state is required different. You write your name on it, your address, your telephone, and ours now require you to have your license number on them. Just write it on them. That way it makes you legal. Because I wouldn't want you to get in trouble fishing with them. But it's a lot of fun. Good luck, have fun, and enjoy the outdoors.